Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about today's video. We are starting to decorate for Christmas. I feel like I have been buying stuff for months and planning, and it's finally time to start implementing all of those holiday Christmas cozy touches in my home. So we're gonna start with these bookshelves here. Please know that I pre-styled these before I'm filming this. It takes a while to get things how you want them, and that's totally normal if it's taking you a little bit longer until everything feels just right. So I'm going to show you how I styled mine. Not every single space has to be Christmas themed. Sometimes you just need to use filler pieces that you already have, like this wood bowl. And for the other space on the top here, I'm adding in this oversized silver jingle bell that I found at Ross. For the next shelf, I am using some prints that I downloaded off of Etsy, and then I had them printed out at Walmart very inexpensively, and then I just added them to frames that I already had. And that's a much more cost-effective way to get season appropriate art without having to buy an entire new piece, and I just layered those together on the shelf. I added in this rocking horse from CVS that I showed you guys in my last Christmas haul. I did add a little bit antiquing wax to the horse to make it look a little bit more aged, and I love how this shelf came out. For the next shelf, I used a bunch of books that I already had and then added in these little bells that I actually removed from a garland that I got at Marshall's. They were the perfect size to fit on these little bell stands, and I think they look really nice stacked together here like this. Next, I wanted to add some greenery, so I got this Norfolk pine stem with some berries from Kirkland's and added this to the Hobby Lobby pot. Then I went in with a little sled that was a Home Goods find last year, and on top of that, I stacked a couple of wood bell ornaments from Hobby Lobby. For the next shelf, I added this kind of copper letters to Santa box that I've had for a few years from the Hearth and Hand line. And then I added a little command hook on the back of the shelves and this mini wreath that's also from the Hearth and Hand line from Target to add even more greenery. For the next shelf, I used another print from Etsy that I downloaded and added to this frame that I already had. And I love how dark and moody this print is with the cream frame around it. And to keep things simple and add some more natural texture, I just added these woven Christmas trees that I got from the Studio McGee line from Target last year and gave a little bit of a makeover recently. For this last shelf here on the right, I added in this basket that I already had. And one thing that I do every year is pick up this Christmas potpourri from Hobby Lobby. It smells so good. I love the variation in it, and it just makes my house smell like Christmas. Moving over to this left side, for the top, I like to keep things simple, so I just added in this gold bowl from a Studio McGee line. And to the right, I added some books and also this gold bell that's also from the Studio McGee line last year. For the shelves underneath that, I used some more books and this woven vase that's from the at-home store, and then a couple of brass nutcrackers that I picked up from Ross last year. Right underneath that, I wanted to add some greenery, so this is a vase from Hobby Lobby and added in some pine stems that I've had forever. I'm not sure where they're from. Underneath that, I used some more books and then added in a woven sleigh that I found from Home Goods last year. Next, I used another print from Etsy in this gold frame that I already had. And then I added this Santa bust that it was super popular this year that I found at Walmart to complete that shelf. Right underneath that, I added in
some large brass bells that were from the My Texas House line at Walmart last year, and that completed this side of the shelves.
Okay, the bookshelves are done and I'm so happy with how they came out. They're not too cluttered, but they're definitely super Christmassy, holiday themed. There's still lots left to do in this room. So I took a quick break from decorating to come outside and have some hot chocolate and answer some emails. I've got so much to do. Like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with all of the holiday stuff and everything that's going on with my kids' schedules. We have family coming into town for Thanksgiving in a few days, which I'm really excited about. And these chairs from today's sponsor, Ever Advanced, are gonna be super helpful whenever we need some more seating out here. So these are the lightweight rocking chairs. They weigh just over 10 pounds, which makes it super easy to bring them anywhere. The built-in handles make it easy to carry the chairs after you fold them up. We definitely get our use out of our chairs. We are a soccer family, so pretty much every Saturday we're at the soccer field with our kids in camping chairs, watching them from the sidelines. And one of my favorite parts about the chairs is how quick and easy it is to set them up and also take them down when it's time to go. To set up the chairs, you're just gonna pull the arms apart and push down on the seat, and it's gonna pop into place and you're ready to go. Collapsing the chair is also super quick. You're just gonna hold the bottom of the chair down with your foot while you pull the arms up. The outdoor rocker combines a heavy duty frame with the cozy padded fabric. So it's ideal as a lawn or patio chair to relax and unwind, whether you're in your backyard or at a campsite or at the soccer fields like us. The seat is especially designed to resist sagging, and the sturdy frame is going to make sure that your rocking will be smooth and comfortable. The chairs are built with a powder-coated steel frame, which makes the rockers super sturdy so they can support up to 300 pounds. I also love that the chairs include side pockets for convenient storage. It also comes with a cup holder, which is a must for us for long days at the soccer field. One feature that I think is really good quality is the hard armrests. They're going to provide solid support for getting in and out of the chair with ease, and they offer better leverage than soft armrests. So they work well for people who need a little extra stability when they're getting in and out of the chair. If you're looking for gift ideas this upcoming season, I think that these lightweight rocking chairs would make a really great gift. My mom visited us recently whenever I first received the chairs, and so we were trying them out. I showed her, she tried it, and she loved it, and I promised that I would give her one because she loved it so much. So I'm just saying, people are gonna like these. It's so nice to be able to just easily throw the chairs in the back of my car when we need portable but still comfortable seating for soccer games, or when we need extra seating maybe out in the backyard. My kids can go grab them easily and set them up, no problem. I love our new chairs from Ever Advanced, and I think that you guys will too. This is probably my favorite camping chair that I've ever owned for so many different reasons. So if you guys want to go check out these lightweight Ever Advanced rocking chairs, I will leave the link down in the description below. Okay, moving on to this mantle area here. Now, there's so many different ways that you can style your mantle. I have lots of different supplies here that we're gonna use, but no matter how you decide to style your mantle, you're definitely gonna want some of these command hooks, I guess. They're gonna hold your garland onto your mantle and let it kind of drape really nicely. I'm gonna use 4 of these on the top of my mantle here, and it's not gonna damage it at all. I used it last year and there was absolutely no damage. So here's all the supplies that I'm gonna be using. If you can't tell, I'm going for a burgundy reddish theme this year. In the past, I've just had this Norfolk pine garland from Kirkland's up on the mantle with some bells and stockings, of course. But this year, I think I want to add some of these berries into all of this greenery. I'm going to do it in multiple places in my house, in garlands and possibly wreaths and in the tree. So Lots of different types of stems here, some from Hobby Lobby. These right here are from the Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a variety. And I think that that will coordinate really well with the kind of burgundy reddish stockings. I think all that will go really well together.
After I had the garland in place how I wanted it and all fluffed up, I added these twinkle lights. They have lots of different settings. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to keep it simple and leave them on just the regular on setting so they're not flashing like crazy. To hang the stockings on the mantle, I'm just using these stocking holders. I'm pretty sure these are from Target a while back. And I went in with a couple of cream knit stockings from the Hearth and Hand line from Target and a couple of the burgundy red stockings from the My Texas House line from Walmart. Like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to add a lot of berries, so I'm using all the different variations that I had and just placing them kind of randomly throughout the greenery. I loved this more than I thought I would. I was actually pretty surprised at how much I loved these pops of colors, but I think it just really adds to this Norfolk pine garland. I love the way that it turned out. Moving on to the star of the show, which is the Christmas tree. This is the Grand Duchess in 7.5 feet from Home Depot. The first thing that I did was add this star to the top that I got from Home Goods last year, and it was pretty heavy, so I had to secure it with zip ties. And then the first thing that I did on the actual tree was go in with all of those berries that I used on the garland to kind of coordinate together and give the tree some really good pops of red and burgundy and even kind of a dark purpley brown. Next, I started adding in my actual ornaments. I like to start with my largest ornaments so they can fill in any gaps in the tree. I will link all of the ones that I can down below in the description. Most of them are from Target or Walmart or Hobby Lobby, and I'm pretty sure most of them are still available. I did purchase some new ones this year, but I reused a lot of what I already had. I really wanted to add a combination of burgundies and browns and silvers and golds to just have a somewhat neutral but very traditional tree, but was also interesting and not boring. So I think that I achieved that. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Are you doing something special with your tree this year? Do you do a different type of like a themed tree every year? Let me know. I'm really curious. For the last few years, these flocked ornaments have been crazy popular. I used a combination of white and tan and brown and green all over the tree, but I think if you just use flocked ornaments, it gets kind of boring. So I wanted to combine that with interesting elements like these nutcrackers that I DIY'd using inexpensive ornaments from the Dollar Tree, and also these kind of teardrop looking clear ornaments that I picked up last minute at Walmart that I think really add something to the tree while still being subtle. And the last thing that I did was add in a woven tree collar. I'm pretty sure this one is from Kohl's that I got a couple of years ago, and that finished the tree off. To add some coziness to the space, I'm adding in some pillows and blankets. This blanket is one that I found at HomeSense, and I'm reusing pillows that I already had. Some are just regular neutral pillows, but some are special that I use for Christmas, like this burgundy one that I picked up last year. And I just love the way that it adds a little bit of the holiday touch while still being pretty simple and neutral. For the coffee table, I used a Hobby Lobby vase and these cedar stems that I got off of Amazon that are real touch and really good quality, and a couple of coffee table books. And then I used this little gold clear display case on top of those books. And I found these old bells on a garland at Goodwill for just a couple of dollars, and I loved the way that they were aged and patinaed over time. And I wanted to add some jingle bells in there with the old bells, but they didn't match, and I needed to make them look more old and aged. So I'm using this Spanish copper rub and buff that I picked up from Hobby Lobby and just dabbing that all over these bells, and it makes them look like old brass aged bells. It was such a simple and easy DIY to make them look vintage, and I added those in with the other actually old bells, and they blended right in, and it made for such a unique, cute little Christmas display piece. Then I went in with a wood bowl from Studio McGee that I've had for a long time, and some pine cones and different things for a natural element. And then a couple more coffee table books. And I also got these bell candles from HEB last year, and I just tied some velvet red burgundy ribbon onto them for a little pop of color. And this living room was completely done.
That's it for this living room area. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this round of decorating. I still have a lot more to do in the house, but I might be most excited about my plans for the outside of the house, so make sure that you're subscribed, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye!